Further. And then exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Good. Now rock yourself up to flat feet. And then go ahead and make your way into a downward facing dog. So, if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, you don't have to worry about it. You're going to just basically bring your hands. Everyone try this. Come back to your knees. Hands are going to be shoulder width apart, okay? Knees are going to be in hip width apart. Curl your toes under. Now, lift your knees off the floor and press your butt back and let your head drop. Take your hips to the right and let your hips swing over to the left. Bring it back to center. And take a peek between your thumbs. So lift your gaze and look up. And then let your head fall. And you're going to look right between your feet. And your feet are hip width apart. And I want you to spin your heels out a little bit away from each other. And then bend your right knee while your left heel presses toward the floor. And then bend your left knee, same thing. Just bicycling it out. Your head gets to be really heavy so that oxygen can start to seep into your brain, therefore clear-headed. Good. Just walking it out. Walking it out. And we're going to build into a flow. Like when you do a marathon, you don't just boom right to the finish line. You ease into it. It's the same kind of thing. Go ahead, bring your legs together, everybody, in the center of your mat. Press your left heel toward the floor. Right leg goes up to the ceiling. And bend that upper knee and flex that upper foot. And then go ahead and peel the knee and hip open toward the green wall. If your upper foot's flexed, it's like you're pressing it into an imaginary door. And if you need to bring your bottom knee on the ground, that's fine. You take care of yourself through this practice.
This is actually a good stretch.
Yeah. Your body's needed that for a while.
Oh, definitely my hips. My hips are tight.
Drop your head. Drop your head. There you go. Roll the hip down. Bring your foot to the ground. Ooh. Take a big breath in. Dump it. All right. I want you to press your right heel toward the floor, and your left leg goes high. Same action. Bend the knee, flex that foot, and then take a breath in. Out breath will peel the knee and hip open. So you're going to breathe in, and you're going to breathe it out. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Big breath in. Emptying it out. So as you exhale, you're peeling the hip open a little more. Without that exhale, the brain is like, get out of the room. Good. Breathing is going to start telling the body that you're really paying attention into doing things gently, easily, with precision. Roll the hip down. Take your foot to the ground. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Wow, you guys are awake. So your feet are going to be hip width apart. You're going to bend the knees deeply. And then I want you to just take opposite hand to opposite elbow. It's called ragdoll. And you're going to just hang forward and let your head get heavy. And take a breath in with me. And let it go. Breathe in again. And let the exhale be like you're dropping some heavy luggage. Notice how your upper body fell more? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Your spine is like, oh, thank God. Let's go with some of the weight. Good. So the flexibility, the toning, the strengthening, that just happens because you show up. Happens more the more you show up, but it's a byproduct. If we can get you to kind of unpack some psychic suitcase, so you walk out of here and feel a little bit lighter, a little freer, Deep breath in. Dump in. Nice. Walk your hands back to downward dog. Very good. Now walk your feet to your hands. Bring your feet together. Bring your hands to your shin bones and bend your knees. You're going to lift your chest up halfway. And so if you're not sure, just look up at me, okay? Or look at the people in front of you. But there's no pressure and there's nothing to prove. I want you to just press your hands into your shin bones, and that's going to start getting your hips to push back, and your spine's going to pull forward. So you're pulling your chest out. Let your shoulders pull back. Slide your hands down your legs. Bend the knees a lot. Your hamstrings and low back will feel better. And drop your head. Now push your feet into the ground and come all the way up to stand. Arms reaching. Now while you're reaching, there's a tendency for our shoulders to be right there at our ears. Drop your shoulders. Take your palms and spin your palms to the back of the room. It's going to open up the upper back. Do you guys feel that? As opposed to this? Yeah. So if we can create some open space in your body, you'll be able to breathe with ease. That's the goal. Stretch up by pressing your feet straight down into the floor. Good. And exhale, bend the knees, bow forward. Inhale to a flat back. Palms to the shin bones again, or fingertips can be on the floor alongside your toes. And if that's the case, you're pulling your mat back with your fingers. It's that action of that. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way to stand. Interlace your fingers over your head and push your palms straight into the ceiling while driving your feet and your legs right down into the earth. Lift your gaze and look up. Let your hips press forward. Let your upper body bend back through an exhale. Yeah, the musculature is released through the breath out. Nice. Bring your palms right to your good heart. Good. Through the practice of yoga, which really just means we're coming together. Yoga just means yoke, together, union. And in honor of that and setting that intention, we're going to sing Om. And Om is just bringing all of us in here together. And together we're going to create something. It's not my yoga show, and it's nothing you have to really do. It's just going to happen because we all just kind of get into a flow. And we're just going to make things happen in here. And you're going to take that, and you're going to do something with that in your life. And if you feel a little bit better in your own skin tonight, and you feel a little bit more ease in your emotional closet, and you have hope and you have inspiration that maybe you haven't had much of this week, or maybe you're just finally not interested in holding on to the story of the stress or drama, then I'm going to feel I taught you something. Take a breath in. Press your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. Big breath in. Drop the breath. Yeah. It's safe to breathe in here. Press your thumb knuckles right into your forehead. Making a connection to you. You're going to feel more plugged in and just a little more connected to everybody in the room and in your life. That to me is really all Power Yoga is. Make a connection to you, your loved ones, and your life. Inhale, reach up. Look up, but keep pressing down into the feet, into the legs. Firm those legs. Big bend of the knees. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale to a flat back. Now bring your palms flat. Spread the fingers and step all the way back on the ball of your right foot and all the way back on the ball of your left. And then everybody just take your knees to the floor. So high plank, but we're going to modify this for those that need it. Sometimes less is more. I want you to just tilt your tailbone toward the feet. Look forward. You can look toward me. And I want you to just do this. Inhale, exhale, press back. Rocking forward, rocking back. And then when you rock forward, breathe it in. As you exhale, everybody hug the elbows right to the sides of your body. And then in breath, sweep up to upward facing. Tops of the feet are now on the ground. If you want to try, lift your thighs up. But what you want to do is you want to pull your mat back with your hands, and your chest is going to get lifted. Look straight ahead. Breathe it in. Big breath out. Curl the toes under. In breath. Out breath. In breath. Exhale. Pull the hips and thighs back. Yeah. Breathing in. Breathe it out. Now, right away, with all the air gone, suck your belly in tight. And then lift up your heels, look to your thumbs, knees bend. Try it. Just try it and see it out. Jump, feet to hands. That's awesome. Good for you. Inhale, halfway lift. Big exhale will fold you in half. Bend those knees as much as your hamstrings and low back need it. Good. In all the way to stand. Out breath, bow. Inhale, flat back. Step back, high push up. Now, try this one. Shoulders are lining up right over the wrists. Push your heels to the back wall. If right about now you say, oh, forget that, bring the knees down, honor yourself. If you want to try it with straight legs, look forward, inhale. Rock forward on the balls of the feet. Let me just see that. That's pulling the chest ahead. You see that? You feel it, yes or no?
Yes.
Awesome. Bend those elbows. Hug them to the sides. There. In breath. Up dog. Out breath. Big inhale. Big release. Walk. Feet to hands. Feet together. Inhale. Halfway lift. Out breath. Fold forward. In breath. Rise up. And as you rise up, remember the feet. So root down. Exhale. Fold in half. Inhale. Halfway lift. Step to a high plank. On the knees or legs straight, but lift your gaze and look at me. Bring your chest through your arms. Low plank. Exhale. Nice. Upward dog. Press your palms up. Heart's going to lift. Out breath. Push it back. Drop your head between, let your gaze rest right between your feet. Breathe it in. Open your mouth super wide. Stick your tongue to your chin. Get it out. Never care what you look like in my class. Take a breath in. Dump it. Now try this. Close your eyes. Inhale to the top of your lungs. Hold the breath. Now try to take another breath in. Yeah, it's not really happening. You got to get what's in the way out. Clear it. Now pull the belly tight. Bend the knees. Look between your thumbs. Fly. Feet to hands. Fly could be crawling somewhere. You had nothing to prove. I told you that. You had me at hello. Inhale, halfway lift. Out breath, forward fold. One more. Inhale, rise together. We'll go where we would not go alone. Out breath, bow. In breath, halfway. Out breath, step back, high push up. Low plank. Upward dog. Big breath in. Your lungs are like, I want that. Dump that breath. Downward dog says we meet again. So here's the key. You want to get into a yoga practice that makes you feel like you were here. I mean, you show up, right? You don't want to show up and just punch your time card. You do that in other places of your life. Yoga is not about staying asleep so much as it is waking up. And the breath is going to wake us up. So you're going to breathe into one pose and let the exhale fold you right into another. and it becomes like a meditation in motion, and your whole life is just suddenly gone. You'll forget maybe you're even on Elm Street. Yeah. Deep breath in. Empty the breath out. Look forward, walk. Keep your gaze right between your thumbs. Inhale halfway. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Hugging your shoulder blades into your middle spine. Lift your chest up. Inhale. Out breath. Fold in half. Good. Bend your knees. Drop your butt south and sweep your arms straight up. Look at your feet. I want to see the 10 toes lift. And you're going to press your shins towards your calves. So you're pressing the weight into your heels. And then you're going to squeeze your thighs like they're just unmessable with. Because you are. Sink a little lower. Remember your old elementary school chair? Drop down into it. Pull your heart higher. Open your arms wider so your shoulders are like, oh, thank God. You're packing me in so tight. We want the room packed, but we want the body to feel like it's not compressed. You came to decompress. Sink a little lower. Big exhale, fold in half. Nice, you earned that. Inhale, halfway lift. Step to a high push-up on the knees or legs straight. It's what your body guides you to do. Low plank, big breath out. Pull the chest right through the arms. Up dog. Put a smile on your face. Out breath. Down dog. Like, why take it so seriously, you know? I spent my whole life feeling heavy about everything. You know, I lost years that way. Take a big breath in. Dump some of those years. Nice. Take your right foot, step it to your right thumb, and press your back foot flat into the floor. Sometimes you have to plunk your ankle, grab your ankle and plunk it up there. But your body is all progression. Your body's just psyched you're here. Glue your chest right over your thigh. Look at your big toe. Push down into your right heel and press your right knee toward your pinky toe side of your foot. Take your arms straight back to the wall behind you. Breathe. Breathe. Fire up the room with the breath. Like, make it sound like one big lung here. Inhale, warrior one. Arms go straight over your head. Good. Now everyone rest your arms at your hips. Good. Take your first two fingers on your right hand, bring them to your throat. Take your left hand in front of your face. We inhale in through the nose and out through the nose. But actually, the sound I want is going to come from the base of the throat. So as you breathe in, those throat muscles contract. Try it. Now this time, as you exhale, open your mouth so wide, fog up your hand. Breath from here. And sit up nice and tall. Pull your chest up. Yeah, because then otherwise your lungs are compressed and you really can't get the power of you. That's what the breath is. It's like, oh, I'm powerful. That's what you want. Inhale. Fog up your hand. Yes. In breath. Fog up your hand. Really open your mouth wide for this demo. In breath. Fog up your hand. Now try it with the lips closed. Rest your tongue right behind your two front teeth. And inhale through the nose, but from the base of the throat. And exhale, but from the base of the throat through the nose. So all you got to do is get all that exhale out of the way. And in-breath comes in and finds you. Breathe it in. Breathe it away. Now, arms at your sides. You breathe in from the base of the throat from here on out. But you're going to breathe yourself through this practice. So as you breathe in, the arms go up for you. And as you exhale, the arms go down. If you inhale and you hold the breath, the musculature stays held. There's our tension. There's our knots. So you just keep remembering the exhales release your tension while you're getting strong. Breathe it in. Interlace your fingers over your head. Press your palms. Stretch it back on an exhale. Hands to the ground. High plank. Breathe in, high plank. Breathe it out in low plank. Breathe it in up dog. Breathe it all away in down dog. Nice. Take your left foot, warrior one. Step it forward. Plant your back foot flat into the floor. Turn on your back foot, everybody, and inhale yourself to stand. Your front knee is directly over your ankle, and you're pressing that knee open, and that's going to start opening up that tight spot in your hip. Good. And you're going to breathe, and your fingers are alive, so I want every finger, the palm opening, the fingers alive. There you go. Breathing. Out. There you go. Keep pressing that front knee open. Lining that knee up right over that ankle, not past it. But plug that heel into the floor and pull the left hip back. Yeah. Interlace your fingers, press it up. And exhale down. High plank. Good. Low push-up, big breath out. Big breath in, up dog. Don't forget to smile. Big breath out, down dog. Take a breath in. Dump. Belly pulls in tight. Buckle it up. Lift your heels. By lifting your heels, it picks your hips up higher. And there's your, take some of the distance out. Feet to hands. Go for it. Any way you want to get there. Nice, Kathleen. Inhale, flat back. Out breath, fold in half. Bend your knees, drop your butt, sweep your arms up to the sky. Sink low. How low can you go? Big smile on your face. Good. Sink a little lower. Smile about your strength. Exhale, fold in half. You're fine. Inhale, halfway lift. Step to a high push-up. Low push-up. Breathe it out. Big breath in. Up dog. All together. All together. Out breath. Down dog. Right foot forward. Back foot flat. Warrior one. On an inhale, come up. On an exhale, plant the hands. High push-up. Go through it. Low push-up. Upward. In breath. Outward. Left foot, warrior one. Reach up. Back to the ground. High push-up. Low push-up. Just breathe. In breath. Just breathe it away. Out breath. Deep breath in. Big exhale. Good. Go ahead. Bring your knees to the floor, everybody. You want your knees open wide to the edges of your mat. Bring your feet together behind you. And just rest your hips right towards your feet and drop your forehead down. Let your arms just land on the ground in front of you. Like no effort. That's what vinyasa is. Vinyasa yoga. Vinyasa means flow. So just now it was very dynamic. The breathing, the moving. What you're doing is you're not just getting strong. Like I told you, that's just showing up because you show up. Muscles are coming alive and firing up. It's all good. It's also very gritty and juicy and intense. But at any time you need it to not be intense, bring your knees to the floor. Bring your forehead down. Child's pose. Doesn't matter if anyone else in the room's doing it. I would only ever do things in my yoga class or in my life if everyone else did it. Some people are waiting for others to go first. When you need a break, give yourself a break, okay? Enough said. And when you're ready, you jump back in with us, downward dog. If you need to stay on the knees a little bit more, do that. Otherwise, downward facing. Big inhale. Big rich out breath. Like hand over your exhales. Surrender them. That's true strength, is to give something up. Bend the knees, belly pulls in, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway. Out breath, fold. Bend your knees, drop your butt. Again, reach up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back. High plank. Low push-up. Elbows hug to the body. Yes. Upward dog. Big inhale. Out breath. Downward dog. Right foot, warrior one. Back foot down. Reach up. Open your arms up to warrior two. Gaze right over your right middle finger. And then everybody take your arms a little below shoulder level. Stretch your arms away from each other. So if you're reaching with your back arm too far back, well, that symbolizes the past. The past of your life is gone. It's over. If you're reaching too far forward, everyone try that. Really reach out as far as you can. That's the future. The future is going to unfold in this moment. So what we're doing today is unrolling into tomorrow. What I want to see is I want present time. Shoulders directly over the hips. Press that front knee open. Take your right palm, flip it up, and reverse your warrior. Look up. Just let your hips sink a little lower through the out breath. Good. Reversing your warrior. Reversing a time in your life when it really just felt like there's just nothing going, or everyone was coming at you. Release something in your life that's just a completion of the past. And then realize, bring your right hand to your heart. Think about how that challenging moment allowed you to grow in ways you probably would not have busted through. Think of times in your life when someone just broke you right open so that a whole new you could emerge. And an inner strength that you didn't know you ever owned. Reach up. Bend your right elbow and let your right palm press the back of your head. Look up and just breathe in and out into that right rib cage. Cartwheel down. High push-up. Low push-up. In breath. Up dog. Out breath. Down facing. Left foot, warrior one. Back foot down. Come up. Don't miss out. Warrior two. Set your eyes right over your left middle finger. Be in this moment. Breath. Be with your breath. In breath. Out breath. Flip your left palm. Reverse your warrior. Look up. Bend that left elbow. And let the left palm be right there behind your head. And so let your head press into that palm. Let the rib cage get open. So the inhales are going to lift and separate. All the tight spaces here. And then reach up one more time. Cartwheel right down. High push-up. Nice job. Low push-up. Big breath. Up dog. Big out breath. Clearing. Every exhale is a clearing. Good. It's like you're cleaning house from the inside out. And the guest you want to invite over is you. You're the one you're looking for. Take a breath in. Dump it. Good. Take your feet together. Take your right feet together at the back of your mat. You're so excited. Take your right leg up. High, high, high. Bend that upper knee like you did in the beginning. Look how far you've come though since then, huh? Let the upper foot keep going until it flips you right over. Both feet land flat. Get your feet directly under your knees. You got it. Press your hips straight up. And take your right arm to the sky. And then take your right arm out toward elm. And let your head drop and get heavy. Push your feet into the earth to get your hips to shoot higher. Good. Take your arm to the sky. Breathe it in. Back to high push-up. Pause in high push-up. Bring your feet together. Press your heels to the back door. Shoulders directly over your wrists. So just move your body forward. A little bit of chest. There you go, that. And then you can take side plank. You can spin your heels to the right. Feet stacked. Or you can take the right knee on the ground underneath your right hip. Left foot flat. Right palm, I want to see it move to the middle of your mat and about an inch down so that you're directly over the shoulder over the wrist. And then just open your chest, left arm high. Press your hips up, press your heart up. Back to the floor, high push up. Exhale, low. Up dog. Out breath. Good. Take your right heel toward the floor. Take your left leg so high. Kick the roof off this place, so we got to build a new space. Because the bodies are just packing it in here. Good. Because this is where you can unpack your life. To work out, to work in, and work through whatever you got going. Flip your dog right over. Like you're 6 years old. Don't even think about it. Ow! There you go. Good. Remember to love your neighbor.
Love my neighbor.
Walk your feet. Some of you walk your feet toward that bottom hand. It's going to bring your shoulder right over your wrist more. Feel that a little bit?
Yeah.
There you go. Press up and take that arm and stretch it out to the street. Like your fingertips are lighting it up. Good. Lighting the way for more people to come in here. Arm to the sky. High plank. You're loving me, aren't you? Taking your feet together, shoulders over the wrist, guys. Set it up. And then spin your heels left or take your left knee to the ground. Nothing to prove. If your feet are stacked, pull your toes towards your face. So really flex your feet. Good. Big smile on your face. Like that one. Release. High plank. Low plank. If you're like, I don't need a low push-up right now, you can just meet us in down dog.
This is a tough
Good. Take a big breath in. Drop the breath out. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. So you literally dump some of the contents of your brain. Yeah, we can only retain so much. So every exhale clears the mind too. You clear the head, clean house in the emotional heart, and physically you just feel better. Maybe challenged, maybe a little tired. But alive, you're alive. Walk, feet to hands. Inhale, flat back. Big exhale, fold you in half. Good. Go ahead, separate your feet out hip width, okay? Bend your knees a lot. Like you're going to crazy glue your butt to the back of the room. In your neighbor's face, I know. Let your thumbs lock right around your big toes and your peace fingers. Push your butt back, pull the chest forward. Feel the shoulders move out of the way and back toward the hips. And then breathe out and fold in half. Your head gets heavy. Remember how in the beginning when you guys were folded in half and you let the breath go and it just released the upper body? Same thing. Big breath in, big exhale. Your hamstrings are like, thank you. Good. Release your toes. Bring your feet back together. Inhale halfway. Out breath, fold in half. Bend your knees, sink your butt down. Arms reach up. Straighten your legs, shoot up nice and tall, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, reach up. Eagle pose. You're going to wrap your right arm underneath your left. And there's variations to that too. There's variations to everything. So explore the options. You could always bring your palms flat and squeeze your forearms together as well. But I want to see the shoulders line up with the elbows as much as possible. Bend the knees. Those unmessable with thighs. Lift your right leg up and squeeze it on your left thigh. You want to lift your chest up and feel your shoulders and back press to the back of the room. Pull the belly in. There you go, Kathleen. And everybody, very slowly, okay? Bring your elbows to your knees. Look right in front of you at one spot. Your eyes don't waver. If your eyes waver, your body starts going, and that's okay too. Come on back up. Release. Left side. Left arm. Left leg. I'll show you the pose, but you don't need to make yourself look like me. It's just a template. What I'm really looking for is you to find your pose. With big breath coming in, big breath going out. Good. And then very slowly on an exhale, bring your elbows to your knees. Keep your eyes locked on one spot. The eyes are a focal point, so you can stay with you. Come on back up, nice and slow. Big open arms reach. Hands to heart. Good. Hands to hips. I want you to take your right knee up. Flex your right foot, okay? Grab your right shin. Squeeze your left elbow toward the body. Then go ahead and open up that right leg. Feel the inner right thigh spin to the ceiling. Look over your left shoulder. Take your left arm shoulder level. Or rest it on your neighbor. Come back to center. Big breath in. Sweep the arms up. Flex that right foot. Airplane. You're going to press that leg straight back. Your chest is going to be higher than your hips. And you're going to look out at the floor out in front of you. Squeeze your arms toward the body. Palms down. Feel how that opens your chest. Lift your chest higher like an up dog. You're looking at your life from an airplane perspective. Come on back. Take your hands to your hips. Straighten your right leg. Pull the toes back towards your face. And feel that unmessable thigh. In fact, grab it.
Yeah.
Feel your muscle there. Yes. Pull the toes back, and that's going to ignite that leg. Lift it up a little higher. Release it. Very good. Take the left leg. Bend the knee. Catch the shin. Squeeze the right elbow into the alongside the hip. That's going to keep bringing, so squeezing the right elbow into the body is just going to bring you into that stability. Open that leg out. Take that right arm, shoulder level. Gaze over your right fingers if you like. Breathe. Come on back to center. Take the arm straight up. Every finger is lighting up the ceiling. An airplane. Kick that leg straight back. You want to flex that foot like you're pushing it against that back door. You're going to take your arm straight back behind you. Flip your palms toward the floor. Lift your chest higher. Yeah. Pull your chest away from you. Yeah. Good. Looking right at the floor out in front of you. Good. Shrinking your legs back down to size, shrinking all the problems. More bite-sized pieces. Good. Come on back up, hands to hips. Take that left leg straight out in front of you. Pull the toes back. Kick it up. And release. Nice job. Feet together. Right at the front edge of your mat. So come back up to the front. Tree pose. Take your right leg to the inner left ankle. Your right toes could be on the floor. Inner calf. Or the thigh. Bring your hands right to your heart. You want your elbows lined up with your wrists. And let your palms press together. So press everything toward middle. So your foot and thigh squeeze to each other. lot of you are massage students in here, so you can give your inner thigh a massage. Press your palms together toward the middle. Feel your chest get lifted and you draw your shoulders back. Where's your eyes? Where'd the breath go? Yeah. So the breath is going to help us take the pose seriously, but ourselves lightly. Interlace your fingers. Push your palms straight up. And draw the arms and shoulders back. Lift your eyes and look up. You fall over, no one cares. Nice, and release. Shake that leg out. Retreat on the right leg. Bring that left foot in. Wherever it wants to go. Set your eyes. Bring your palms together. And breathe. This was a yoga practice. Not a yoga perfect. You just came here to breathe with us. Move a little bit. You get into the flow of the Ujjayi breath. It gets you into the flow of the practice itself. The more you breathe in and just not hold that breath, just let it pass through, that creates the flow, the fluidity of your movements. Your breath is that bridge between mind and body. So if you're breathing big, it's going to keep all the Metallica concert in the head turned down. So the mind kind of gets a little reprieve too. Open your arms into a huge V and look up. Yoga doesn't want you to just have this great experience in here. This is just training ground for what you can be out there. It's never too late to be what you might have been. Bring your hands to your heart. Bend your knees, sweep up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway. High push-up. Low push-up. Come to the ground and lie down. You can stay after and I'll put you through another hour if you want, Kathleen. Everyone bend your knees and windshield wipe your legs and feet side to side. I'd like you to just stack your forearms on top of one another and rest your cheek to one side. Your eyes closed. Your windshield wiping side to side with the legs and feet. Nice and easy. It's a great release for your low back and hips. The low back and the hips get compressed and jammed into one another all the time. Just our daily living. Posture habits. Good. So if we give you a little bit of, just a little bit of release on any level, it's all connected. It's going to make everything feel better. Go ahead, bring your legs right back to the ground. Interlace your hands right behind your back. Feel your arms straighten, hug toward each other, shoulder blades hug toward each other. Feel your knuckles draw back to the wall behind you. Go ahead on a breath in, let your chest pick up off the floor. You can lift your right leg or lift both legs. But you want your legs and feet in line with your hips. Therefore, if it's higher, it could jam the low back. Take a big breath in and you'll feel yourself get lifted away from the ground. And then dump that breath and you're going to go right back to the floor. There. Good. Bend the knees, catch your feet. You want to bring the knees in kind of close together. And you're just going to feel the legs draw back to the back of the room. So press your shin bones and feet to the back wall. Your chest lifts off the ground. The more you draw the legs back, the more the chest comes off the floor. Big breath in, you go higher. Big exhale down. Release, windshield wipe. Very good. Turn your cheek to the other side. Good. Go ahead and bring yourself into an upward facing. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Press your palms straight down. Squeeze your arms alongside your body. Notice how that lifted your chest like 5 feet? Good. A downward dog. Big exhale for down dog. Press your front thighs into the back of your legs. Drop your head. Take your knees gently to the floor. Take the front edge of your mat and fold it over 5 or 6 times in front of you. And then go ahead and bring your knees up to that folded edge. Perfect. So you fold the mat over and you're giving your knees extra cushion. And all that really means is that you're just treating yourself a little nicer. And your body says, I'm going to repay you for that. I want you to, you're standing up tall on your knees. Come onto the balls of your feet, okay? Take your palms to the low back. Fingers can face up or down. But I want the elbows to hug toward middle. And I want you to really feel your full palms supporting your low back. You want more support in your life? You get behind yourself first. Press your hips forward. Let your head fall back. Yeah. So as you learn how, if you want to grab the heels of your feet, feel free. If it's not happening, or if it bothers your neck at all, you could always bring your chin to your chest. Find the pose that's going to feel like your favorite ratty college t-shirt. Let this practice, let the poses really allow you to find a really worn-in place, well-worn. So don't do anything in here that you're hurting, but you're trying to impress people. Like, no one cares. Good. I care about you taking care of yourself through the practice. That's it. Come on back up. And bring yourself to child's pose again. Let your forehead drop. Big breath in. Big, easy breath out. Yeah. Come on, back up. And this time, just go ahead and make your way out into your butt. And out onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Just rock side to side. Okay. You want to do a little work towards strengthening your core, jump in. If you don't care, stay right where you are. Take the legs straight up to the sky. Flex your feet so your toes pull back towards your face. Interlace your hands right there at the back of your head. Elbows out to the sides. I want you to look straight up. And I want you to take a big breath in. Open your mouth really wide, get it all out. Now, go ahead, inhale, pulse up. So you're just going to lift your upper body off the floor. Your upper body, so your head and shoulders come off the floor. Yep. Good. And back down. And come up. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Breathe out as you come up, okay? Just up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Your neighbor's counting on you to help pull them through. It's always hardest near the summit. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, you got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Head and shoulders off the ground. Like you're trying to pull yourself up. Pull yourself up on that rope and get yourself out of here. Side to side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So just go ahead and just keep switching sides. There you go. Yeah. So easy. We make it so hard, don't we? All right, I got to start over and count again. 10, 9. You count with me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Lift higher. 2, 1, 10. This is it, you guys. 9, 8. I want to hear you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands, take them to your low back, palms face down, legs straight up in the air. Lower down a third of the way, pause, pull the feet toward the face, so your feet are flexed. There you go. Lower down, third more. Lower down, heels 2 inches above the floor. Lift your gaze and look to your toes. Yep. Big smile on your face. Yeah, you're alive. Remember that. Release. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock side to side. You know, I just got to say this. You don't need to like every pose. You don't need to like every minute of being in class. But at some point, maybe this evening, when you're in bed, feeling like you've accomplished something, maybe you've gone beyond some of the limitations you once had. And it's just mind. It's just what our mind decided we can or can't do. For tomorrow, perhaps you'll feel like you own the day. Hug your right knee into your chest, left leg on the ground. Take that right leg across your body. And take your right arm out like a wing on the floor. And then take the right arm a little below shoulder level. So knee goes one way, chin goes to the opposite shoulder. Close your eyes. Big breath in. Exhale the breath to free the spine. Come back to center. Squeeze it in. On the out breath. Go ahead, switch sides. Take the left leg, hug it in. Draw the left leg across the body. Opening that arm out like a wing. Let the top foot rest right on your bottom leg. Yes, so bring that top foot to rest right on your bottom leg. And you want both shoulders to stay on the ground if at all possible. So you want to take that outstretched arm but lower it below shoulder level. Yeah. Otherwise the shoulder pops up off the floor and goes with the hip. Big breath in. Let the exhale release something for you. So truly, you hand the breath over and the musculature gets the relief it needs. Come back to center, everybody. Squeeze your knee into your chest. Take your legs straight out in front of you. Feet are hip width apart. And I want you to windshield wipe your feet in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Really fast. Really fast. It's really raining out there. This is just another release of the hips. If we free up the spine and we free up the hips, everything's going to feel better. Relax. Interlace your fingers right over your head. Press your palms away from your feet and bring your arms to your sides. With your arms at your sides, take the arms a little away from the body so they just drop into the ground. So the shoulders can drop, And the palms are face up because we did all this work to open up the body. That's why if there was any point in the practice when it wasn't fun, it was a spot in your body where the tension is often held, so everything feels contracted. And now that we've opened up some of the tight spaces, we've ironed you out. We've taken the body in incredible directions. Usually we're just very one way. So you open up the body from every angle. The back of your lungs are like, oh, I have space now. And essentially that just means you're being breathed. You don't have to try to breathe anymore. And when you don't have to try to breathe, it sends a message to your nervous system and to your mind. Things are okay. Even when you were sweating and it felt crazy in the practice, life was good. Take a big breath in and a nice easy sigh. Let the floor cradle you. Trust that you won't fall through. So it's safe to let go of that rope. I never cared about how many high to low push-ups you could do, and I never cared about how many crunches you could do. All I really cared to do was give you a space in here where you could breathe, where you could be yourself. You could show up as you. Didn't matter if you had energy, didn't matter if you were in a good mood or bad mood. To me, yoga says you're pre-approved. It's unconditional. And we can feel at ease to be ourselves. Everything about the way we live, speak, stand, everything we do comes from a different place. A place of ease, confidence. Hug your knees into your chest. And on the exhale, very slowly roll to the right side and lift up your head so that your arms slide under your head for a pillow. Let your eyes stay closed. Press your palms flat into the floor with your eyes closed. Please come up to seated. Bring your hands to your good heart. Draw the breath in. Ah. your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. Press in and invite the light. Basically, inviting your ego mind to give permission, to have permission if it needs it, to bring out more of you from within. Namaste.
Namaste.
Nice job, you guys. Give yourself a hand, please. You've made it. You stayed in the room. Nice job. Really good.
Thank you.
Bright light.
Yeah.
Warm in here.
Oh,
it's hot heat.
I love when I grab cracks like that. It feels so good. Jen's always like, oh, don't do that, but I love it. She is always like that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, that's so much fun.